Zoom in a little bit. We can read the data, flip it around. Got a Nissan Frontier. It is getting low on coolant. He just got the radiator done. And I don't, it's still crazy. He just had an air pocket. I'm trying to diagnose, figure out why we have a coolant, why he's low on coolant. He had to fill it up. But right here with our data, we have using an Autel scan tool. We have, hey, the coolant temperature looks good, right? It looks fine. Every once in a while it gets out of whack, but I mean, everything is working like it should. I don't have any codes on here, right? Nothing. Now the coolant was low when I got here. He said he topped it off. Now, very important thing I'm going to go over with you. Whenever you top off coolant here, keep in mind, keep in mind, whenever you top coolant off, that you need to make sure you don't put it in here, okay? Don't put it in the overflow tank. Now, he said he saw it leaking over here. Well, this is why it's leaking over here. This is spitting right out of here. As soon as you put it in there, guess what? It's going to shoot it right out of there. Maybe he's got a line blockage. Could have a slow water pump leak. It got dark on me because I've been on here for like an hour trying to figure out what's going on, right? I don't see any proof down here that a water pump is leaking. Look down here, you'll be able to see, right? If it was leaking out of the water pump, you see some type of water flickering down there. I don't see anything, right? Let me pinpoint it for you, right here. Sorry, right there. You get the tip of this. All right, right down here, I go like this. We pinpoint it, right? You'll be able to see it. I don't see anything leaking down by the water pump area. It'll be coming down here. Pinpoint down there, you see something light up, flickering or something, right? We see nothing, right? No leaking down there. So I'm also going to check for the, check to make sure the hoses are hot. So we'll check here. Very careful with its fan, the big fan. The hose feels pretty warm. It's not real hot, right? That's to the max limit. I feel this stuff pretty good. I'm going to put a whole jug of this in here. It took about half of it at least. About half of that went in here. I don't think an air pocket could be that big, right? I'm trying to find this leak right here at the thermostat area. Show you real quick here. Sorry. Right down there. If we look down there, I can see a little bit of moisture, right? But I don't see anything specific leaking. Very hard to see. I can get a better view of it. Nothing specific leaking out of the car. So to me, I can't really authorize a repair right this second because you know why? I'm just taking a guess at this. I don't really know what it is. I don't see any leaking coming out around the housing and the thermostat. One second, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So right here, reach your hand in here like this. Very careful, this fan will get you good. Over here, you reach it down there. See my hand coming around here? Watch that fan. You can grab this hose in the back. Very hard to do this in film. Give me a second if I can position you better. You look down there like that. See my hand in here? I can actually grab this hose. This hose feels warm to me. It's not real warm, but it's kind of warm. So maybe that thermostat is getting stuck halfway. Maybe that's it, possibly, but I don't see anything. Possibly could be, but I don't think it is. I think at this point, though, we'll have to monitor it for a little while to make sure. Coolant has to be going somewhere, right? Not coming out of here. I pressure tested it too. Nothing was leaking. So yeah, it's just a crazy deal. You said about a month ago they put this in, right? About a month ago this was installed. So the radiator was put in. So maybe it had a huge air pocket. I don't know. I mean, he topped it off and put it in here, so that probably just spit right back out, probably. That's what I'm thinking. So I ran it for a while though, and then I had to put some more in here. It's crazy to me. So I don't see any leaking back here. This is a common leak area too. Nothing back there leaking that I can see. No visual leaks anywhere. So, I mean, I'm looking good. I don't see anything down there. That's what I'm thinking. We probably have either had an air pocket in this guy or something's leaking real slow. But the problem is, I don't see it leaking. I mean, I pressure tested it. It didn't leak then. So I'm about to do, let's go read that temperature. I'm going to read the temperature on your car real quick again. We'll see where the temperature is at. All right, here we go. Here's the temperature. We're still at 204, so it's actually reading better than it first did since I put the coolant in. So maybe, possibly, So, I mean, temperature gauge looks good. Still looks perfect. I mean, it ain't going hot. You said it was jumping around, right? Going hot and cold. How long were you idling that day when it did that?
Probably about 30 minutes, maybe.
30 minutes was idling in the driveway. Yeah, so kind of like what we're doing now. So you said you didn't have no heat on either. So I'm going to go ahead and try to replicate what you did. We'll shut the heat off real quick, make sure. I'm going to do it like that. The reason I had the heat on because I was trying to cycle it. That's your AC. Go like that. Okay, I got it. I'm going to shut it off for a second. We'll try to replicate it. But problem is, we don't have any signs here. I'm going to scan one more time. Go back and we'll scan this one more time. I'm going to do a live data scan and we'll see if it'll throw a code for thermostat. Usually on the Nissans, I'll get below regulating temperature thermostat, usually. I'll go back up all the way. It'll scan for me. See, we still got no codes, nothing. I cleared your air codes too. All of them went away. It's crazy. Could be something to do with that battery getting kind of low, but you know, it shouldn't. That battery got nothing to do with why this car would have been getting hot. You know, I don't see any issues. Anything else? Your heat works fine. We'll let it run a little bit longer. Maybe, possibly a sticky thermostat. Maybe. It's the only thing I can possibly think. Or, you know, it's just too many options. Maybe a slow leak out the water pump. But, you know, the water pump, I think, is pretty tight. When I pressure tested it with my kit right here, I didn't go that high on it because I never do. You got to be careful using these kits. I only went up to the yellow, which is only 4 PSI or so it's barely nothing. That is barely nothing. I'm always careful with using these kits. So I just put a little bit of pressure. All I did was try to leak up around here. So it could just be a slow water pump leak. It's not visible, but I don't see anything. Usually you can see it. So really, main thing to remember, you don't top off here ever. You know, now if you got to top it off, you can put it in here. So I'll have him just monitor it for a little while. But you know, with this being warm, it's actually getting a little warmer now. So we'll see if this one got any warmer. You know, careful with that fan when you're going down there like that. This one still feels like it could maybe be a little warmer, so maybe it's getting partially hung. That is kind of strange. And that's the only other thing I could think it would be, partially hanging thermostat. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna rev it up again, give it a little gas, and we'll see if we can't get this guy to kick on. So let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can't get it to show signs of something. So rev it up. We enter the engine. I'm gonna read the live data right quick. So we can read the data and see. So live data. Fine. Right up here should be the temperature though. So we're at 204 right now, right? So I've got my foot on the gas to heat off this time. See if it'll rise up. It's almost like, there we go, 204.8. Oh, it ain't really doing a lot. That's so crazy. That is down nice and low. There we go. We're rising now. Let's see if it'll work. Maybe it'll finally throw me a code. Finally. It hasn't done it yet. Let's see if we can get a code. See if our thermostat is acting up. Put it on the maximum pressure right now to see. If it drops down again, we know right now there's nothing I can do to figure this out until he drives it. I hate to just tell a customer they're good until we know for sure. You know, it's one of the things you got to be careful with. Right now, with this thing going like it's going, if it was getting hot, it should definitely get hot. How you doing, the figure? How are you? Like I said, we still reading steady. But I think that guy would definitely want to act up right now, right? It just ain't doing it. Maybe he's got a problem with that temp sensor, but you know, my computer should grab it. Temp sensor issue would think my computer would grab it. There we go, getting a little warmer now. Slowly staying. I mean, that's pretty consistent. It is kind of strange though how that's stuck right there. We may have a temp sensor problem, you know. But what's so weird is that should be moving. So it should be fluctuating, you know, it really should. Give it a little bit more idle. Force this guy to get hot. Now, if temp sensor's not working, it could just all of a sudden be getting hot. We don't know it too. That's another problem. Gotta make sure. Let me make sure we're not getting too hot. Let me check our heat. Make sure. We'll check our heat right quick to be certain, right? Make sure we're not getting hot is all. Turn this guy off. Make sure we're not getting hot and I just don't see it. That would be very bad. Heat up. Now, make sure we got heat coming out of here. It's very important. Make sure you got heat. If heat gone means you have heat and you don't know it. That could be bad too. We need it right here on the regular vent mode. We want to make sure we got some heat going out of there. I got heat. I got plenty of heat. So we definitely got heat. You can tell. That's just kind of chilling, right? Everyone doing that a second ago. So I turned the heat on a little higher and it kicked it right down. So I think it's working like we need to be. Now the heat feels like it Maybe it's not as hot as it needs to be right now. Turn it back down. You see, we're holding steady. That's where it should be at. And so the fans ain't even on that hot. Put off the gas. Let's see what it does now. So I put this car through a thorough check today. I've been here like an hour playing with this, trying to figure out what's happening. It don't make any sense. But 288.4, that's good. It went up a little bit. 2010, here we go. Maybe it reared it. Maybe it finally acted up some. We'll see. Turn the heat off. So you got a rise finally in temp. See if it'll kick down on us. If it stays rising, we know we found it.
What's going on with it?
It's starting. See, it kind of went up a little bit. There it goes, back down again. So it started to move up some. I thought, hey, I was like, maybe we finally figured it out. Let me shut the heat off all the way. I'm gonna see if it'll continue to drop or keep going up. I think you possibly may just have a crazy thermostat that's getting hung here or there. It's just so hard to tell right now. I mean, the water pump can do the same thing. You know, it's just not enough evidence for me to even do it. So, yeah, that being a 208.4 and it's kind of holding. It's almost like it's not reading it right. That's why I'm being careful. I don't see nothing steaming up here. I'm gonna go make sure. Let that set for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and put the heat back on. Actually, I'm gonna leave it off because I want to make sure this has maximum. I don't want that fan spinning like it's been spinning so quickly. That's the problem. It goes so fast. It's on there good again. The fan's flying. And down here. Let's see. That is still warm. Like I said, it's still warm. You know, it's leaking when I squeeze it like that. Give it a little couple squeezes. Be careful, put that fan down there. Very careful. So get in there right there like that one. Let's see if we can find it. Any leaks over here? Let's see. Oh, now I see leaking. You can smell something or anything? Still nothing down here coming. Yeah, I say it's probably just residual from that fan blowing around. You're gonna smell stuff all over. That's the problem with that. Like this could have been leaking a little bit over here still. You see it go shoot out of there when it gets too much. There's nothing really, like I said, that's showing any evidence. That fan, this is a little hotter, so. And on the ground, we don't get nothing. But what I spilled earlier, you got a big pan down there. It's going to block a lot of it, right? So, not to worry about that. But, see, there's not really, like I said, I can see leaking anywhere that is showing me anything. What's that temperature thing saying on that computer for me? 213. Okay, so we finally rising up a little bit, finally. 213, that's a good sign. Your heat's off, right? All right. One final good check here. We got a problem. It's about to show us. So I've been here for a minute checking this out. So I know it's a little annoying. You got to do it. Because if you don't, I want to misdiagnose it. So he may have to just drive it some till we figure out the problem. Because like I said, I don't see no real issues with this guy. Right this second. What's this? 2013, you said, right? 2013. So, and we hanging out about 213 also. That's still the same temperature. And the heat's off right now, so I've got it under maximum pressure. Let's see if give it a little gas, if it changes up. A second ago, every time I give it gas, that thing want to jump. There you go, kick back down, look at that. Yeah, maybe, look at that. So right then, oops, so right there. As soon as I give it gas, that thing kick down. Such a weird deal. Your fan is flying though, I know that. It's really going. Let's see if I can turn the heat on, see what happens real quick again. There we go, the heat on. Let's try that one time. The heat going, see if it kick it down now. There it goes, back down. Even with me giving it gas. Yep, so the thermostat may be getting stuck. That's the only thing. But the problem is it could be a thermostat. It could be a water pump doing it. I don't see any leaks. It's so hard to say. Partial sticking thermostat, could do this. You have to monitor it, really. So he took it in. They didn't do it at the shop, which is kind of strange. So what it says 15446. You see that 4 blinking down here? Does that always do that?
Where is it at?
Oh, that is right there. That 4 down there blinking.
Oh, yeah, that's my gas low.
Oh, your gas. Oh, yeah. 4 miles. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll run out of gas checking it in a second. Huh? Oh, take all your gas out. I was like, what does that mean? Okay. Means you better get to the gas station. Luckily, it's close. Yeah. Been out here that long checking it. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss none. Yeah. That's all good. I was sitting there checking. I was like, damn, you better run out of gas in a second. I would have really thrown me for a loop. I'd be like, man, the car stopped working. What the hell? What happened to it? I probably wouldn't have even known it. I would have been like, damn, what happened? I broke something, man. My luck can't get no worse. Nah. I noticed that earlier. When I got out, I was like, I can't do this for so long because this gas is low. So, yeah, I mean, this fan is working in overdrive. I'm going to look it up to be certain. You know, so when he topped it off, he went in here, which makes sense. A lot of people do it. Probably spit it right out of here. Maybe there's a blockage in this line. So when I pressure check it, it just spit it back through here. So this is now cleaned up. So, like I said, nothing leaking on the water pump. Let's see what that temperature gauge reads one more time. I'll probably just have you monitor it, boss. As I said, I just want to make sure I don't want to leave you hanging with it. But yeah, so we back down to 206.6. And the main thing is this. That gauge ain't flying around. No, we got coolant in. I am going to shut this off, though. What I'm going to do. I mean, he's working good, too. That's a good sign. Heat working good like that. All the gauges look good. We'll shut that down. I'm going to go back. One more scan for you. And what we're going to do is with this, let me show you real quick. So this will basically, right, we'll do one more scan. We still have no engine codes. So my computer gave me zero codes here. That's basically telling me there is no issue, you know, with anything electrical or with the thermostat or, you know, now, I'm not saying, sorry, not thermostat, but temp sensor. Thermostat could be sticking maybe, but without having any DTCs, usually, like I said, on a Nissan, you will get an engine code for regulating under, you know, the temperature, regulating temperature code for that. I don't see that. So, yep, I mean, other than that, like I said, no codes now. I got your other codes off there, too. You know, only other thing that could make something act wacky would be maybe your battery, man, being so low. It was low when I got here, but I don't think, you know, it would make it not, you know, did do that. So we even shut it off a second ago. I was able to check in here. I don't want to open this right now. It's so hot. I'll give it a second to cool down. I'm just making sure nothing. So once it depresses, right, I'm also looking for leaks. That's what I'm trying to do. So I don't see nothing leaking, you know, once I let it cool for a second. Sometimes then it'll want to leak too. But I do know that hose feels a good bit amount hotter than this one out here. Still warm, but I think your thermostat may be going bad. Maybe. Now the only thing about that is the water pump will kind of do the same thing. But the funny part is the way it's a little uneven. So the way this is a good bit hotter than this one, it could very well be that thermostat starting to go. It's not fully gone. It's just kind of get hung here or there. When you let it idle that day in the driveway, how long did you let it like idle for? But how long? Well, let me reword it. How long did you drive it prior to that?
Oh gosh, probably about a good 7 hours. You know. You've
been driving for a good minute, just working and stuff all around. Yeah. So you got back here, then you've been driving the most of the day. So you got back here,
yep.
And then all of a sudden, yeah, you're just hanging out in the driveway before you have to go inside. Like, I'm gonna take a break from the kids for a second. Let's just take a break. To go inside and deal with this nonsense. He was chilling. You like, take a break for a minute. I know how that goes. You just taking a few off after the hard day of work. You're like, I'm gonna give myself a second. Then all of a sudden, you're like, damn, the car is overheating. That ain't part of the plan. Now I got a major problem. You can see here, even too, it's got a little driblet out of this camera. It's okay. All right, trust me, man. That's just kind of crazy. It's a little drip coming out of this guy. That's because we're so full. That's all. I don't want to open it up. You can see just a little driblet still coming out of there. So that's so full. We got that to the brim, which it even looks. Let me see if I can see how full. Yeah, you can see it. Well, you can't even tell because I think it's to the top of this can. Let me make sure. That thing is chock full. That brim, that's to the brim. So now, I'm going to try to open this in a second. It's so hot, I don't want to quite do it yet. Let me just step back for me. I don't want to get you with it. If I get burnt, that's my dumb fault. I burn you, and I'm in trouble. Definitely ain't gonna get paid for today. I'm gonna melt you.
I gotta go to the hospital.
Yeah. I know, I have an extra bill. I didn't mean to. Burn me and you. I got 2 bills in. And I ain't getting paid. All right, so this one, this cap is so strange. I swear it turns the opposite way of what I'm used to. I don't know if it's me. I open that real slow. See, you've got a pressure relief. That's the only reason I'm doing it. It's hot. Don't ever do that at home. Don't ever do what I do. Let's see if it's low again. I'm missing coolant again. Let's see how low he is this time. If it's coolant, keep going somewhere. I don't know where it's going. That's the craziest thing ever. So we got no coolant again. It's just low. I don't think it's that low. May have a blockage somewhere. Let me see how much it takes. I'm gonna see. Because this happened a second ago. That's why I didn't want to leave quite yet. Because like I said, it shouldn't keep going out of here. It's got to be going somewhere. It ain't leaking on the ground. I mean, here we go again. What the heck going on, man? You know what it could be? Because it looks like it's going into that thing. I think what's happened is you got some kind of blockage on one of these lines maybe going back and forth. It could have been one your radiator blew. For me being able to keep putting stuff in there like that, that's just crazy. I mean, I'm going to use the whole damn thing of coolant here. Just about. Look at that. That's crazy. There we go. That wasn't nearly as much as last time. Unless you have some kind of crazy air pocket. The only other thing that can make this happen like this, I'm going to be honest with you. The only thing, that's the coolant for this Nissan, by the way. The only other thing that could be happening is, like I said, I pressure tested it. I don't see no leaks. Maybe a small leak around the thermostat. It hit the engine so quick it's burning off. I don't see any leaks around. I don't see nothing that is evident of that. You know, only the way, like I said, just drive it for a few days. Let me know it does. But I think you could. I've seen this happen one time before on one of these Nissans where there was. So one of the lines that run in this overflow tank, you have one going to it here. And so if this has some type of blockage in it, very well could be. Remember when I pressure tested it, right? It kind of was acting crazy. It was kind of coming out of here over here. So I don't think, but every time I took the top off, this would bubble up like that. I've never seen that do that. I'm thinking maybe this line right here, is all the way runs here. So it runs like this, it runs over here, all the way here. Sometimes these will get blocked up, like clogged up, and that could do it. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm actually going to pull this off of here and blow through it. I'm going to try to blow through that and just make sure we got a clear passage, right? That is the only other thing I could think that would even do this, man. But I need to make sure you got a clear passage in here. I just don't want to lose coolant all over the place while I'm doing it. It's such a tight area. So maybe I can get him off over here. I'm going to try to blow through him is what I'm going to do. To see if we can't blow through it. That way you make sure you got, coolant moving around through there, right? And really real fun having to put my mouth on it, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to take our time with this one. Make sure I don't drink a bunch of coolant here. That won't be good. Let me grab my pliers. I have a special pair of pliers. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Because like I said, the only way I can be sure, I want to make sure that's not blocked up. Because it's weird how that's doing that. I don't think it is because it moved a second ago. Whenever I did that, it kind of moved, But it could be. Just is the craziest thing to me. It really is. So I'm going to go ahead and try to blow that out of there. Get my pliers out of here first. I'm going to blow that out. Just see, make sure. So unclamp it and make sure we got flow going to the overfill. Sometimes if they clog up, that could do that. Let's see here what I got. All right, we'll give it a little shot. I'm trying to blow that guy out of there. So, all right, give me 1 second. Yeah, so if you check this out here, so I just took it off. We got no coolant coming up out through this hole. That line's clogged up. Guess what? If it ain't pushing coolant from here to here, that's probably what it could be. That could definitely cause this to happen too. Now, I don't necessarily think that's what's going on. I really don't want to stick my mouth on there. But gotta do something here. Gotta do something. Let me put this around here. I'm gonna try this guy right here. Make sure you don't drink this, though. It's the only thing you gotta be careful. Don't want to drink that coolant. That's not good. It's kind of toxic for you, I'll be honest with you. We got nothing coming out of here, though, so that could be a problem. I'm gonna get his hose out all the way so we can blow it real good. There we go. Now, put this around here. I don't want to put my mouth on it. Hopefully it don't shoot the other way. I get a nice taste of coolant. So I'm gonna grab this, put this over there. I'm going to actually take this right here. I'm gonna blow it through there. I'm gonna take the cap off this side first. That way when I blow back, hopefully it don't shoot in my mouth. We'll see. We'll hope so. Hopefully it don't do that. Let's see. There we go. It definitely was clogged though. Definitely was clogged, so that's a good thing. I did blow some out of there. That's okay. At least we know if it was clogged. Hey, it's unclogged now. You saw that come up out of there. Came up like a gusher. That thing went. That could have been. He saw it shut like 10 feet in there. So we definitely had a little bit come out of the hole over there. If it was clogged, it's unclogged.
Never seen nobody.
Hey, I gotta make sure you use enough force though, because if the problem is, Be honest. If you didn't get it, if you didn't get that right, you were gonna get a mouthful of coolant. Hey. Yeah, if I wasn't a mobile mechanic, you know, I could have used the air compressor, but unfortunately, we don't have an air compressor on hand right now. So we had to just use our mouth. Be careful. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that one. Very careful. Drink a mouthful of coolant if you're not careful that way. Ah, see, we didn't lose that much even. That's what's so crazy. It still looks like that's still pretty full. It did shoot in the rocket like a rocket. But you heard, did you hear it come undone? It was like, it kind of was clogging. It shot up there like that and shot up out of there. So hopefully that was all it was. Maybe this fixed the little issue we was having. Hopefully that took care of it.
It looked like when you popped it out, it looked like it was bone dry.
Yeah, it definitely should have had something coming out here. I'm going to top this off again though. But you can tell that was definitely strange. You can tell. So yeah, you can see right now. Watch it. Can you see that? How that was doing that? Mm-hmm. It was hard to tell right there. Yeah, actually see the coolant coming in through here now. See it? Can you see that? Watch this. So watch when I grab down here. I'm going to show you something. I think that might have been a problem. Watch it. Well, at least one of your problems. Let's see. I'm going to squeeze this bottom hose. See, the way now is letting coolant to go complete the cycle system. So before it wasn't coming out of here. It's very hard to tell, but like right here, you get a good look. Very hard to get what I'm trying to do, so you can see too. Right there, though, see that little hole? It's a tiny little hole. Take much to clog a little hole up. That little hole right there, little guy right here, ain't allowing coolant to come in here. You got a problem, right? Go ahead and crank your truck up for me again real quick. I'm gonna let it run with the top off for a second. Make sure we got coolant moving through it now. That's all. So now that I got that unclogged, that might have been all we needed. There it goes. See it flowing? Got flow come right up in there, into here. Yeah, instead of just constantly spitting it out on the ground over there. See, right over there, keep spitting out on the ground. That would make perfect sense, right? So if it just keeps spitting out over there, that's where you filled it up at. You told me to come out over there, right? See how full that is now? Yeah. So it's still kind of confusing how it's so much missing, but I bet you it was trickling out down the side over here. Maybe you can't even see it. Probably running along your tire, maybe over here somewhere, you know? Maybe up in there somewhere, I'm thinking. But yeah, I mean, I don't see anything leaking, so it could have been that it's just such a minor leak. He said it still may be another issue, but now we at least know. That right now is doing what it should be doing. When I blew it, I could feel it, actually. It went, and it shot loose. Whatever was in there probably was a little piece of your old radiator. Could have been anything, right? Make sure that clamp back on tight, right? It's the main thing. But I think overall, see, before it just kept getting low. Could have been air bubbles getting out of the system. That was filling back up. It just kept getting low again. For it to keep doing that over and over, definitely is a little bit strange to me. So when I just freed it, the second I took that top off here, you can see it went right back in here. And so really, if you want to check it, you only go like this too. See now, we got perfect flow rate from here to from over here, like it should be. Yep, it looks nice and green. You can tell ain't nothing. And we see a little pocket of water come out there, even a little bubble water popped out of there. Notice how all of a sudden your fan calmed down too a little bit? Your fan ain't going. Could have been all it was, man. I'm still not 1,000%, but that thing's staying like it should be right now. Yep, there's a little bit leaking out of there, so what I'm gonna do for now, I'm gonna cap it back up. I'm gonna keep cap it on there. Here we go, monitor it one more time. You can see. Yeah, you can see right here. Watch that fan. Always put your hand around that way. Don't stick it down the hole right there. I almost got my fan chopped off. You still gonna have a thermostat problem going on, but you can see that is not working good. Even if your thermostat's sticking, at least we know you gotta get that fluid, which is gonna go into here from now on. See how I just did that? We just watched it come in from here, from there into here, where it should be. So instead of spitting it out on the ground, that's what I think was happening before. We're gonna cap this back on there. Then we're gonna let it, like I said, run. And like I said, if it's definitely having an issue now, we'll know for certain it's the thermostat, but you can tell it's definitely filling up. I don't want to lose too much coolant now because it's filling up so quick it's trying to go on the ground. It's running down here now. And now we probably got some coolant leaking on the ground. But yeah, you can see that's from the top being off though. Yeah, that's from me having a towel off. You couldn't see because it was running out so slow over the edge of that. That's all that was. But the good news is everything's topped off good. The temperature should be down some now. I'm going to actually, 1 second. I'm going to actually go do something real quick. 1 second. Luckily I ain't getting into that in my mouth. Don't try that at home. It's not a good thing to do. Sometimes you got to use alternative methods. Figuring things out. You're on the fly, you know what I'm saying? Better than, you know. I wouldn't have felt good until I at least got that attempt to unclog the head. At least I know that's working. So that's one more problem we eliminated. It could have been an underlying issue, right? One more issue. So. And also I know we didn't isolate any water from topping it off. We have everything moving around, right? That makes good sense too. So all that looks good. What I'm gonna do is hang on to this if you want. Hang on to this and have the rest of this. Let me rinse the top all the way. I'm gonna get careful whenever you touch the stuff. It's toxic. Make sure you rinse it off. You don't want to get none of this stuff on you. If you ever touch your hands, watch it off real good. People don't understand this stuff's so toxic. I literally one time I just opened a bottle of this. It was deck school, but same type deal, right? And I opened it, right? And I almost lost my vision. I had to go to the hospital. It was terrible, man. Like it literally messed my vision up. And like my eye was stuck shut. That's the craziest thing ever happened. Yep, eye was stuck shut. I didn't even pour it in myself. Somebody else poured it in. I just opened the bottle. And you know, I wasn't thinking. So like my eye, and I was going the way home. My eye was kind of bothering me. I was like, just rubbed it. After a minute, my eye was like itching out there, started burning. And I was like, damn. I was like, what the hell is going on? I didn't know. And I got home. I was like, damn, it's getting really kind of bad. I went to sleep. The next day, I woke up. Oh, I was like, I had, you had like full of eye boogers and stuff. Like I had I don't know, man, pink eye, like really bad pink eye. I thought I was getting sick. I was like, what the hell I got pink eye from? And I was like, wait a second, you know what? I was like, it's got to be from that coolant. That deck school, I bet. Chevrolet, I'll never forget, 100% coolant. GMC. GMC Chevrolet did it to me. That damn coolant, that deck schools, man. I'll tell you what. My eye was like on fire. You know what they had to do? They had to hook up a suction cup thing onto my eye at the hospital. It just sucked. It hurt. And then you had to wash my eye for like 12 hours. It hurt like hell, man. I was like, oh, that thing off of me. Yeah. This is crazy. It was like a big suction cup. I pulled my eyelids up, sticking in there. I ain't never seen them like. And I tell you what, no joke, it's definitely one of the craziest things I've ever been through.
Never touch a bottle of deck school ever again.
yeah. Wash your hands. Go ahead, you saw me earlier. Let me put my gloves on before I touch anything. I ain't worried about touching stuff on a car, but I don't want this coolant on me.
I wear about 2 gloves, man.
Yeah. That's why I make sure I tell everybody too. I'm like, always wash your hands when you touch it or get around it. So I work on somebody's car and I do the coolant system. I'm like, look, make sure you top it off, you wash your hands. Because if not, you're going to regret it. People listen, I hope. Tell my little pink eye story. Well, it burns you. What it is, it burns your eye. You know, it burns so bad. It can actually cause some real irreparable harm. She said if I would have waited any longer, I would have had a messed up eye. She said I lost my vision possibly. That's exactly what she said to me at the hospital. I couldn't believe it. And then she sent me like a $3,000 bill too. I really couldn't believe that. I said, what? I could have done that in my front sink. Could have done that in my front sink. Got a little spray thing in there. Just sitting like this for an hour, for half a day. Probably $3,000 to rinse my eyeball out. They didn't even give me no eye drops. That don't make no damn sense. I ain't never heard nothing like that in my life. $3,000.
You got your vision still.
Man, yeah, I'm glad about that. But I mean, I could have done that myself. I think it was like $3,600 actually. It might have been some more. I'm just kind of rounding off. It was an expensive bill, man. I never in my life paid that much. Yeah, I mean, they wonder why people don't pay. You know, it's like, come on. Like, I'll pay like half of that maybe, but I don't even think half that was a fair price. I mean, and it hurt like heck too. And of course, they didn't give me no pain pills either. They just had to, they're like, oh, you'll be fine. I'm like, no, this really kind of hurts. It's like a big fat suction cup on my eyelid. And it's oversized too, so it's like barely. Like pull your eyelid. I'm like, come on, we done yet? She's like, nah, we gotta do this for such and such time. I was like, I'm pretty sure whatever's in there is out by now. I just got a feeling. After a couple hours, I think we got it. You know, making sense. Really don't. I think they wanted to make sure. I'll tell you what. That's why I never forget that story. Though. I'm never doing that again, man. I just opened. You know, when you push the top down, you want to push the top on that deck school like that. To pop the top off, like pop the little cap, little silver piece. That's all I did. And I got it on my hands. I just forgot. I just rubbed my eye like that a little bit. Yeah, literally. A little rub on the eyeball. And that's all she wrote. Game over. The thing is, I didn't catch it right away. So, still got no codes. Still got no overheating. Hopefully that that thing's going to stay full. I think possibly your thermostat could be getting hung. I think that could be the final verdict on this. But I'm going to have you monitor it for a few days. Okay? We know you're topped off. If And like you said, any issues, you put your heat on high, okay? Always put the heat on high. And then you're just gonna call me and be like, hey man, it's doing this craziness again. I'll come back out. Yeah, just don't let it, like I said, I just don't want to fix anything because I'm not 100% certain water pump or what it is right now because you got no codes, 0 codes. Let me make sure we're not getting hot anymore. Let's escape. I'm gonna just go right into the, where'd it go? Just in there. Control unit, and we'll enter right into the engine, and we'll read the temperature right quick and make sure you're good. Hey, you got the Chiefs one in. I doubt it. My team's finally getting the butt kicked. But anyway. Hey, don't worry. I'm not a bandwagon fan either. Fan forever. Hey, nobody's like, Chiefs fan. Come on, man. I'm old, man. I'm like 43. I'm 43. I like Chiefs for a long time. They were never good. So let me have my moment of glory, please. Look at that. We got 203. Look at that. Beautifully done. That might have been all, man. I'm rooting for it. Good news is 203 is perfect temperature where you want to be. Your fans are not going crazy like they was, right? They all seem good to me.
A lot quiet.
Yeah, it got quiet right quick. So we'll try to heat.
This is how it was when I first bought it.
Yeah.
This is how it was.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be. You never know. Sometimes these things got a mind of their own. Let's put the heat back on now and make sure we check the heat.
I do remember that. It wasn't that loud.
Yeah, that thing was getting down. Like I said, it could have just been that blockage. So a little blockage like that can definitely cause problems on these guys. Little blockage. And I didn't really think about it until I noticed what's going on. I think I might have unplugged the little computer a little bit with my foot, my big fat foot. There we go. All right, we're at 203 again. So we're still at 203, which is good. So when I give it some gas, even. Now I'm hoping everything's moving around like it should be. Yeah, so. Yeah, heat's good, temperature's good. I mean, take me fine. The only thing I need you to do for me, man, is just make sure you keep an eye on the, what's it called? Oh, please, monitor the temperature and carry that little bit of coolant around. If you need to, like I said, top it off. Make sure it's cool all the way. You know, don't ever do what I did. What you do when you open these is a special cap. You just have to flip this piece up. It kind of tells you how to do it. So it's a lift lever to unlock cap. And then you take it off like a can of Pepsi, like a can of, soda. I don't know why I kept telling you the wrong way earlier, but I don't know. Oh yeah, that's why, because regulated radiator caps, they don't matter. You can twist either way, as long as they come loose. But yeah, this one goes this way. So you pop it off, this releases the gas. But if it gets too hot, it lets it evacuate from here. So it's kind of nice having this, actually. Did they get you this radiator, or did you buy it when they put it on?
No, they put it on there. I had an old style one.
Yeah, these are good to have. A lot of Nissans have these. I think because they have problems with the blockages. But the good news is, let me check this hose down here one more time again. Put your hand down through here. Chop your fingers off. Don't ever do this either. Only I can do this because I do some crazy stuff sometimes. I almost got my finger a second ago, right? It was like tick, 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 tick. Hey, so it don't feel as hot as I quite want it to be, but it is warm, you know. It's just, probably ain't been running that long either. So this fan goes so fast, it's probably don't need to get that hot yet. So very well could have another issue, but we'll know soon enough. What'll happen is you'll definitely start to leak out of there. I don't see any leaking yet, enough to say, hey, you got a bad water pump. I see nothing. I mean, I can't see nothing that's pointing towards a water pump leak, unless it's brand new. More likely, I'd say possibly a sticking thermostat. Not bad yet. You can see nothing leaking down here. So I think you're good, man. Like I said, keep an eye on it. I think that might have been your biggest issue. I'm gonna put this back on tight before I forget. The second time I almost forgot that one. Coming out of the road, you'll really be leaking in. Like, hey man, what the hell? My hose one flew off. The one you blew through and shot off through the air and spraying everywhere. Everybody's mad at me now. Like, what was going on here? I was like, oh, I forgot. Can't do that, man. That's why I left them laying there. I made sure I triple check this stuff, man. That's careful. I don't want it flying off on me. I was already doing a funny little leak earlier. That's why I think when I pressure tested it, remember you seen that little bit of stuff was kind of leaking around there like that. Because the pressure, I didn't do much, but enough to where it caused it to want to leak out a little bit from the cap because it wasn't making a complete cycle. So, yep, I'm pretty sure. And the only thing it could be doing is your engine is straight drinking this motor oil somehow, which I don't think so. We have no misfires. So no misfires, and no any other codes at all. So got no codes, no misfires, and yeah, you can see nice and cooling nicely. So if we had a problem with the engine, that would not be doing that A. We wouldn't have good heat, and we would be jumping around, misfiring, acting like crazy. So we'll do one more quick scan of the computer. Escape. One more quick scan of this guy. Escape. One more last scan. You know, for all the marbles right here. Ba-doom. We'll see if we can get it. We scan everything one last time, and we'll see if we get any readings on it. And then the engine one, it should go poof, just like that. Yep, no faults. So, got no codes at all. Even made your other codes go away. So yeah, I might have a monitor for a while. Like I said, no faults. Let it finish up. I know all your tire pressure sensors went off too. They'll probably come back as soon as you drive it though. So, be too happy, I guarantee you. It just ain't register. The second you start driving, they're gonna be blinking again. But ain't no big deal. I had a car back in the day, and I got some rims on it, you know, when I was a lot younger. Some of them in like 20-inch rims, you know. Some spinners. Yeah, back in the day, you know, and then I got some, I went up on the tire size, and those spinners, man, they had my tire pressure sensor going off like crazy. I was like, what's going on? Yeah, the car didn't like that too much. They don't like that. And the car was like, I don't want to deal with that. All right, so no codes. They don't like to deal with new sensors, though. They don't like it. So, you had to get rid of the spinners, man. I sold them. I think I sold the whole damn, yeah. I think I sold the whole damn car. Hey, remember back in the day, you may be close to my age. Are you 40? Okay, so you a little bit younger than me. You're a young guy. Damn, I'm old. I'm getting really old. I'm really old. I'm getting old. 43. Damn, am I really 43? I'm getting. Yeah, hey, you know what? I'm not as limber as I used to be. I used to be able to do all kinds of crazy stuff. Like I was doing a wheelie on my motorcycle one time, going like 90, and I flipped off of it, and I hit the pavement. I flipped the whole bike, and you know what? Didn't even break a bone. Tore all the skin off my body too. Now if I was walking the other day, no joke. I was walking like this, and I twisted my ankle. Man, whole thing is black and blue. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to work for like a couple months now. And it still hurts. And I swear to God, the next day, man, I'm babying it. The next day, I'm just walking like this. And it got it that way. And I got it the other way. And I twisted it back the other way direction now. And it hurt too. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I done broke my ankle in two. I'm crazy. I can flip my bike, 10 years ago, flip off that, flop around the pavement. But now, if I just don't watch where I'm stepping, I'll break my ankle. I'm not kidding. I mean, I did it twice. You know how it gets, I'm not kidding. I got it wrapped up right now. Look at that. No, let me show you. I'm not joking. I thought I was joking. Wrapped up right now. Never be too careful. 10 years ago, what I paid to be 10 years younger, man. I'd be hustling right now. I'd be a rich man. I'd be working on cars. I'd be like 16 cars at a time. Never get no sore bones. I wake up in the morning now, I can't even feel my arms or nothing. I'm like paralyzed half the time. I'm like, ow. I'm like, that job was hard yesterday. Finally got a helper now, though. I like working with him. He's a good dude. Yeah, man, but your temperature, I think, is really cool. Look at that. That temperature looks like it's like almost too cold, really. But
no, that's where she stayed at when I first bought her.
I think we're good. Right, about to run out of gas, though. I know that. He's almost out. He has, what does that flashing mean? You better stop doing this? It's crazy. It's not used to the flashing before. The guy haven't even seen that yet.
I know. Trust me, I know.
You've seen that one? Yeah, we've all seen that. And I've seen that in my truck one time. I was like, damn, I better stop doing that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. No, I think we're good. We'll let it just simmer down here right now. We'll let it settle down for a second. I'm just going to make sure nothing starts squirting out when we do this. But I think we're good. So I don't think nothing leaking good. We look good. So yeah, the main thing is, keep in mind, don't put it in here. Probably it's coming out of here. Get this thing free. Probably use an air compressor to blow this line out. And don't do it with your mouth. And then he gonna monitor it. So we'll keep an eye on this hose. Like I said, it's still warm, but it's not as piping hot as what I think it should be. But then again, we're not really going and you're not pulling any loads. So, the real test is this. Just if you notice it, you put his heat on full blast. Make sure it don't overheat. And give me a call. Say, hey man, I gotta do it again. But yeah, and then keep an eye on. So every tomorrow morning, just pop this. I'm not gonna do it now because it's hot. Tomorrow morning, just pop the cap, turn it off, and then check it. You need to pour a little bit of what I left you right there. So make sure you use this can too. I don't know what they used Could be part of the issue. They didn't put the right mixture in. So this is already like diluted, ready to go. So 50-50. And it could have been, like, since I put some water in there too, some of that burn off because it ain't the right mixture. So once it gets hot, you're going to lose some. So it could burn itself off too. So I think right now we may be okay. Have a feeling your thermostat maybe is sticking. But, yep. Either way, we'll get that situated.